Your first day protecting the president. At exactly 5:42 a.m., your life stops being yours. A black SUV pulls up outside your apartment. No sirens, no markings, just one message. Get in. You already know. Today is different. You've spent years training, thousands of hours, firearms, defensive driving, threat recognition, medical response. But none of it prepared you for today. Because today, you stop protecting yourself and start protecting the most powerful person in the country. One mistake, 1 second, one hesitation. That's all it takes. Not to lose your job, to change history. A man beside you finally speaks. From this moment on, every crowd, every window, every parked car is a potential threat. You nod. Then he adds, and the danger is rarely where everyone is looking. The convoy slows. Ahead, white columns rise above the trees. Is about to begin. Level 1, the inner circle. The first gate opens, then another, each checkpoint more secure than the last. Your badge is scanned, your fingerprints, your face, your heartbeat, nothing is left to chance. Inside, everyone moves with purpose. Nobody wastes words. You are introduced not by your name, but by your position. From today, you are simply protection detail. A senior agent walks beside you. Forget action movies. Our job is making sure nothing happens. He leads you into a briefing room. Every wall is covered with maps, building layouts, emergency routes, sniper positions, medical extraction plans, one schedule, hundreds of possibilities. Then, the president enters. No music, no announcement. Everyone immediately stands. The room becomes completely silent. You expected the most powerful person in the nation. Instead, you see another human being, smiling, drinking coffee, completely unaware of the thousands of decisions being made to keep one ordinary morning perfectly ordinary. Your first shift has officially begun. Level 2. The threat nobody sees. The motorcade rolls out. Exactly on time. Every second. Already planned. Every turn. Already rehearsed. You take your position. Eyes moving. Constantly. Left, right. Mirrors, rooftops, windows, crowds. Nothing escapes your attention. The president waves. People cheer. Phones rise into the air. Children smile. Everything looks normal, which is exactly what worries you. Your earpiece crackles. Package moving. You immediately scan the crowd. Where? Who? No one looks suspicious until you see a man standing perfectly still. Everyone else is watching the president. He's watching you. Your heart races. Your hand moves closer to your jacket. The man reaches into his coat. Time slows. 1 second, 2, 3. Your training screams, act now, but your feet don't move. Then he pulls out a camera. Click, one photograph, nothing more. He smiles and disappears into the crowd. You exhale. Too soon. Another voice cuts through your earpiece. Eyes on the rooftop. You look up. A maintenance worker adjusting equipment. Or is he? A nearby window opens. Someone steps onto a balcony. Your pulse quickens again. The senior agent notices. Without looking at you, he quietly says, never chase the obvious threat. The obvious one is usually there to distract you from the real one. You freeze, your eyes return to the crowd. That's when you notice a small delivery van, parked exactly where it wasn't supposed to be. No flashing lights, no sudden movement, just one vehicle in the wrong place. Within seconds, 2 agents quietly approach it. No panic, no shouting. No one in the crowd even notices. The president keeps waving. The motorcade never slows down. A moment later, your earpiece comes alive. False alarm. The van belonged to a contractor. Who missed the security briefing? You let out a slow breath. The senior agent glances at you. Today, you learned something important. Protecting the president isn't about reacting fast. It's about noticing what everyone else walks right past. Ahead, The convoy turns toward its next destination. And somehow, the hardest part of the day hasn't happened yet. Level 3, the shot that never happens. Not because of traffic, because the schedule says it should. Ahead, a crowded city square. Thousands of people, hundreds of cameras, one president. You step out first. Your eyes never stop moving. Windows, balconies, fire escapes, construction cranes. Every angle could become a threat. The president exits. The crowd erupts. Cheers echo across the square. Children wave flags. Reporters shout questions. Everything looks perfect. Your earpiece crackles. Counter surveillance. Check the 6th floor. You look up. A man standing behind tinted glass. Motionless. Watching. Not filming. Not waving. Just watching. You quietly alert the team. Within seconds, another agent disappears into the building. No panic. No running. No one notices. Except you. The president keeps smiling. Keeps shaking hands. Keeps walking. Then, a sharp flash reflects from a rooftop. Your heart skips. A scope? A camera lens? A piece of glass? You can't tell. Your training takes over. Never assume. Always confirm. A sniper team, already positioned nearby, rotates toward the rooftop. Seconds later, your earpiece speaks. Negative. Reflection only. You barely relax. Then, another voice. Possible drone. The entire team looks up. A small aircraft hovers overhead. Your pulse rises again. An electronic warfare specialist raises a handheld device. Within seconds, the drone drifts away. A tourist, hundreds of meters away, lowers his controller. He never realizes how close he came to causing a national security incident. The president never notices, and that's exactly the point. As the event ends, the senior agent walks beside you. He doesn't smile. He simply says, if everything goes perfectly, no one will ever know. No one how much work it took. You glance back at the crowd. They're posting photos, laughing, heading home, completely unaware that dozens of threats had already been evaluated before they even saw the president. For the first time, you understand, success in this job is invisible, because the best protection is the danger that never gets the chance to happen. Level 4. The 1 second that matters. The event is over, or so you think. The president heads toward the motorcade, just 50 feet away. The easiest part of the entire day, or so it seems. Your earpiece crackles. Movement. No direction, no explanation, just movement. Your eyes sweep the crowd. Everyone is smiling, waving, taking pictures. Then you see him. A man breaking away from the security barrier. Not running, walking. Fast. Too fast. 3 agents notice him. At the exact same moment, the formation changes without a word. 1 agent moves closer to the president. Another steps between the crowd. You move to intercept. The man keeps coming, his right hand hidden inside his jacket. 20 feet. 15. 10. The world feels silent. No cheering, no cameras, only footsteps. 5 feet. Your training takes over. Sir, the man doesn't stop. Every muscle tenses. Then he pulls something out. Not a weapon. A folded photograph. His hands shake. My daughter. My daughter, she just wants an autograph. Before anyone can react, 2 agents gently guide him away. No shouting, no violence. The president never even turns around. The convoy continues. You stand there, still catching your breath. The senior agent walks over. You almost acted before you knew. He looks at the photograph, still lying on the ground. In this job, every wrong decision creates the emergency you were trying to prevent. He hands you the photo. On the back, a child's handwriting. Good luck, Mr. President. You stare at it, realizing the line between a harmless citizen and a genuine threat can be thinner than a heartbeat. The motorcade disappears around the corner. Your earpiece comes alive once more. Protection detail. Prepare for unscheduled movement. You look up. The day isn't over yet. Level 5. The day ends. The mission doesn't. The sun begins to disappear. The final event is over. The president returns to the White House. The gates close. For most people, the day is finished. For you, it's only changing shape. Inside, the suit comes off. The earpiece falls silent. The tension doesn't. You enter the debriefing room. No applause, no congratulations, just a long table and the agents who were there. A large screen lights up your entire day. Plays back. Every step, every glance, every decision. The man with the camera, the delivery van, the rooftop reflection, the father with the photograph. Nothing was forgotten. The senior agent pauses the recording. He points at you, right here. You watch yourself looking toward the crowd 1 second before everyone else. You noticed it early. He presses play again. Another pause. You hesitated. Not criticism, not praise, just fact. Around this table, facts matter more. Then feelings. The room falls quiet. Then the director enters. Everyone stands. He looks around before speaking. Today, the president went home safely. A brief silence. The news will never mention your name. They'll talk about the speech, the handshake, the smiling crowds, but they'll never know how close history came to changing. He places a small presidential challenge coin on the table. Not a medal, not a trophy. Just a reminder. The senior agent slides it toward you. You don't earn this for being seen. You earn it for making sure nothing else is. You pick it up. It feels heavier than it looks. Outside, the White House lights begin to glow. Tourists gather, taking photographs, laughing, completely unaware that dozens of agents are already preparing for tomorrow, because there is no last mission, no final shift, only the next assignment. You step outside. The cool evening air feels different now. This morning, you arrived, wanting to protect the president. Tonight, you understand, the mission was never about one person. It was about protecting the stability, the trust, and the continuity of an entire nation. Tomorrow, another crowd will gather. Another route will be planned. Another unknown threat will be waiting. And you'll be there, watching, long before anyone else realizes they need protecting. The end, the greatest victories, are the ones the world never knows happened.